Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Today is Halloween, October 31st, 2024. It's so crazy. I think when I did my first video, it was 2016 or something like that. But I wanted to come on here and make a video because so many people have been asking me lately about box trucks, dump trucks, things like that, and I'm not like, I haven't worked in the spot market for a minute now because, as I told you guys before, I'm running the school now, and so we, if you're interested in going to school, going getting some training in trucking, we do CDL training, we do freight broker training, dispatching training, truck ownership management training, and things like that. But and yes, you can come to our classes, honey. I don't care where you at, you can come. But hey, hi, Miss Tiffany, how you doing, honey? Good morning, good morning. So I wanted to make this video because so many people have been asking me lately, and I'm so busy like with the school, with doing training and things like that, and so I'm not like big on social media. I haven't been for the past couple years. And I'm like, okay, my social media following, actually, that's what grew my business. I'll be so honest with you. Like I you guys know I'm ramble, but when I left my ex-husband and I started my own business, something told me to get on YouTube. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like YouTube, Facebook, like that built my business. Like, y'all kept me alive. Hey, go red. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, for real, like, I didn't know, like, when I left my ex-husband, I didn't know. All I knew was I moved in my office, I was starting this business, and that was it. I didn't even know where customers were gonna come from, anything like that. Because I didn't bring any clients, like when we broke up, like, I, honey, Tiffany, I left everything except for my purses and boots. So anyway, so I didn't like bring any clients or anything with me, and I built organically from YouTube, from social media and things like that. Like, I could cry, like people from just all over the world, like, wanted training, wanted this, wanted consultation, wanted to open a trucking company, wanted to do this, wanted to do that, and they were coming to me, and I was like, oh, okay, so this is how, you guys are how I built, really, for real. But so many people have been coming to me lately asking me about box trucks and asking me about dump trucks, and I'm like, okay. So I said I want to make a video so I can just direct people here if they have questions about box truck, dump trucks, all that stuff, um you just said it, Tiffany. I'm gonna take that word with me today. Faith without works is dead, honey. I'm taking that with me today. But so let me start off. I'm a full truck girl. I've been in the game since 2008. I'm full truck, reefer, flatbed, drive-in, all that stuff. When I brokered, I was full truck. When I got my trucks, I was full truck. I've had reefers, I've had drive-ins. I never owned flatbeds, But anyway, I have been so blessed in this industry still to be able to work in all facets, especially when I first started out. If somebody had a hot shot or a dump truck and they wanted somebody to dispatch for them, honey, I wasn't turning down no business. But let me tell you one thing about Elena K. As soon as I see it's hard and it's difficult, it's like, oh, wait a minute, this hot shot ain't fun stuff. The reason why these hot shot guys, I tell people in my training all the time, the reason why the hot shot guys is willing to give you their truck to dispatch is because they didn't bought that truck and realize it's hard as hell to dispatch a hot shot. It's hard to dispatch a box truck. You know what I'm saying? And they'll be, I'll get called, Miss Elena, so and so, and he, girl, go ahead. Do it, get it. But for real, they're the hardest ones. So I get these people that ask me about it, right? And, well, what's your opinion? This and that. I'm not knocking anything. If you want a box truck, you want a dump truck, go on and get it. Who am I to knock you? You know what I'm saying? But here's a couple things, a couple pointers. Know your territory, know your demographics, know your territory. One thing about like semi big trucks, it don't matter where you at, you can move it. It might be a little hard, it might be a little difficult. That's why you need to take the training, so you know the areas to send your truck where you gonna make some money. You know what I'm saying? But hot shop market, box truck market, like you got to know that territory. Like I'm in Kansas City, Missouri, and I tell guys all the time, we are not a hot shop or a box truck market. Like not for real. You know what I'm saying? So what happens is, let me just break down box truck and hot shop for you guys, because some of you guys don't know, and one of the reasons why I really even did my videos too and started doing educational videos is because people be out here telling people stuff and it don't be right, y'all. And y'all go and spend all this money and this and that off of somebody told you this or somebody told you that, and it just don't be the right thing. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, box truck is anything like your 26 feet. I guess 40, I don't know, 40 feet might be considered box truck, but 26 feet and anything 26,000 pounds and under is what we consider like your box truck. You only need a class B to drive a box truck, which is good because you don't have to worry about a class A driver or anything like that. Your fuel definitely is going to be way cheaper than getting a semi. You got to remember, when you get a semi, you got to get a tractor and you have to get a trailer. So a lot of people purchase the tractor. Then there's certain ways you can rent trailers out, do load out for trailers and things like that. You can still move it, but it's hard to move if you don't got access to a trailer or how to get a trailer. Box truck works. There you go. Oh my goodness, Code Red. You still is hanging on, honey. Yes, Code Red said box trucks work New York City and other congested cities. I was just about to say that, honey. I was just about to say that. So anyway, so that's like what a box truck is. So those are the benefits. I have clients that get in the box truck game, and like you can rent from like enterprise, budget, things like that. And it's really good because you can rent and they'll come up with like maintenance programs. And so, you don't have to be stressing about maintenance and all of that stuff. And a lot of them, they can trade it in, get a new truck, da 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 da. So those are positives on box trucks, right? Okay, so when I say knowing your area, like he said, Big Red said, New York, East Coast, awesome. West Coast, California, awesome. Texas, awesome. Those are good cities for box trucks. Why? Because you have to look at the East Coast. So box trucks are going to be, people that maybe have 3-4 pallets or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And you can do what we call consolidation. I got a client now, she's down in Texas, and honey, she cleans up on box trucks. So you can do what we call consolidation. If somebody got 4 or 5 pallets moving, they don't want to pay for a full truck. You know what I mean? So they 4 or 5 on your truck. You figure out the route. You got to be really, really good at dispatching, figuring out routes and stuff. You get another client that maybe got 5 or 6 trucks, 5 or 6 pallets. You know what I'm saying? Then another client maybe got 2 pallets or whatever, and, you can really, really make money. The thing is, if you don't know how to do that, though, you going to mess stuff up. Like if you don't know how to do that consolidation and how to figure that out and looking at the maps and making sure this drop when it's supposed to drop and this and that, you'll mess stuff up. You know what I mean? Like for real, for real. So those markets are good. And like you said, your congested area, especially East Coast, because you got so many different manufacturers. See, I worked on the shipper side because I was a broker. So you got so many different manufacturers, you know what I'm saying? And as long as East Coast is going down East Coast, so you might got somebody in, New Jersey. Then you got somebody, you keep going down and this load is going to drop maybe in Connecticut or something like that. And you can pick up a few more pallets along the way. And you just play that East Coast market because it's big like that. Here in the Midwest, it's not big like that. You know what I'm saying? If you got shippers here in the Midwest, most likely they shipping like, a big stuff, big product. They not just shipping out 2-3 pallets or whatever. Another thing about box trucks is, you have to be careful, like, it's not a sleeper in there. You know what I'm saying? And so that driver, you can't really go over the road because I mean, you can, but the thing is, Are you driving? If you driving, then you go over the road and you probably just sleeping in the truck, just sleep in the driver's seat. But if you got a driver, you probably have to pay hotel stay. You got to think about all that kind of stuff. Do I got to pay hotel stay? If, I got a load coming out of Kansas City and it's going to Michigan, am I going to have to get him or her a hotel? Then when I get up to Michigan in this little bitty truck, it's like finding a needle in a haystack, getting it back to Kansas City. Is my truck sitting for 2 or 3 days? All that kind of stuff you have to think about. So people will sell you like the story, you don't gotta, I don't even know who thought that they could put a hierarchy on trucking, because there is no hierarchy on trucking. Like, I'm gonna get a box truck, then I'm gonna go to a big truck. It's not a hierarchy, baby. You can get a big truck and make money. You can get a big truck and not make money. You get a little truck and make money. You can get a little truck and not make money. I get people, I'm gonna be a dispatcher first, then I'm gonna be a broker. It's no hierarchy. Like, for real, whichever one you get in, I advise you to master it, make what you can make out of it, you know what I'm saying? And then if you want to move around, but it's not an advancement, all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who does that, but that's not how trucking works. We're not like hierarchy or nothing. Like, I would say hierarchy might be if you're a driver and then you going to own your own truck, and that's a whole different story. Because, I mean, for real, I'm probably do a video on that, but that's a whole different story. That's probably the only where the hierarchy. English or Spanish, I don't understand what you're saying, Casa. English or Spanish. Code red, your driver will be sleeping in a bed bug in for I love you. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta think about all that stuff, because people will get you hyped on stuff. Then, so that's box truck. Then you got hot shot, right? So it's a difference between a hot shot and a box truck. Perfect example. This guy here in Kansas City, I opened up his trucking company, and he owns another business, and I went past his business maybe a year or two later, and he got this big old F-350 or whatever, and the trailer hooked to it. And so I went up and I said, you know what? I knocked on his door. I said, why every time I come by here, you got this truck sitting out here, And he was like, oh, I bought this truck and I was going to do hot shotting and this and that, but I can't get no damn load. No, you're not going to. Like, so let me tell you what hot shot is. So hot shot basically are those guys like your big F, I don't even know, like not even F-250, F-450, if they got an F-550, them big, huge pickup trucks. And they take this trailer and they put the trailer on the back of them, A lot of them are haul cars, and things like that. The good thing about it is usually you don't even need a class B, like for real. Something like that you just can drive, you can get your little trailer where, depending on the feet, maybe get a lot of them go into it thinking they're going to do car hauling, get 4 or 5 truck cars on the back of there and this and that. Okay, so you think box trucking is hard. Hot shotting is really difficult if you're not in the right area. Texas is awesome for hot shot. Like, if you're in Texas, you'll blow up on hot shot. Oklahoma is good on hot shot. Certain areas are good on it. But like Midwest and things like that, it just depends, because one thing about moving a truck is you can get a truck there, but then what you gonna do to get the truck home? What you gonna do to keep moving? You can't just I see people get excited about this one load and the load drop, then they try and look for another load. You gotta always be thinking ahead. When this load drop, where I'm gonna get another load to keep going. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing I say about the hot shot. Is that person gonna sleep, or the box truck, or is your driver gonna sleep like there, or as Code Red said? Code Red said, are they gonna be in a bed bug infested $20 a night motel, not even a hotel, So those are things to think about. I'm not like saying nothing wrong about either one. I think, like, when I say do your research, I'm a good research, like, when it come to trucking, I don't really tell people do research, because I'm a good, if you come to me, I'm gonna tell you what it is, like it is, the truth, the whole truth. You know what I'm saying? When it come to trucking and you be online trying to research this stuff, everybody got their own opinion, honey. And what, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I got my opinion, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you for real. I've been in this game a long time. I'm gonna tell you how it is, and then you choose what you want to do. And most of the time you're gonna come back and say, yeah, Elena, da da da, but you choose what you're gonna do. Okay, finally, you dump trucks, because people have been asking me about dump trucks. So the thing about dump trucks, whenever they come to me and be like, Lena, I'm thinking about getting a dump truck, where you gonna get your loads at? Well, what you mean where I'm gonna get my loads at? Where you gonna get your loads at? Because dump truck a lot of times come off of city contracts, y'all. Like, for real, you get a dump truck, it's not like, oh, I'm just gonna get this truck and call these people and they gonna give me this load. A lot of times it works off of contracts, and you gotta know how to do that contract paperwork. Minority, you are, like, if you're a woman or minority, you want to get your minority certification like out the way, because a lot of these, like, government contracts and things like that, they have to put a percentage of women on, a percentage on minority, percentage of disadvantaged business and things like that. So if you're going into hot shot and you need, or not hot shot, and dump trucking, you need to think about that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You need to think about, let me get these ducks in a row paperwork wise, so when I get this truck, I got, at least this is in, and, doing them contracts, honey, they can wear you out. I mean, wear you out. You don't get excited because you do 1, you do 10, you do 15 requests for proposals, contracts, and things like that. And when they hit, they hit. That's one thing. If you get the contract, you don't got to worry about nothing. If they hit, they hit. That's why y'all see these people with these dump truck companies and they making money and this and that. And you say, oh, I want to get a dump truck. They didn't put whatever in that they need to put in. You know what I'm saying? They got the contracts, they did the paperwork, they doing the reporting to the government. See, this is stuff people don't tell you. Unless it's something I don't know, but it's not necessarily where you get a dump truck and can call and get loads, get your little truck moving every day. Not like the spot market with us. With your full trucks, you can get contracts. Any trucks, you can get contracts, request proposals, all those type of things. But like with a full truck, we can go on load boards. You know what I'm saying? If I don't have a contract, if I don't have a direct shipper, I can go on a load board. I can find something, any day of the week or whatever. So that's just, some things for you guys to think about. I'm just saying, a lot of, finally, and then I'm gonna shut my mouth because I'm just talking. Finally, people think financially. Oh, I'm gonna come in small, this and that. Honestly, y'all, because the market was so messed up after COVID, these trucks is going cheap. Like, you can get a semi truck for real cheap right now, where it used to be 70,000, you might pay 30 or something like that for it. You know what I'm saying? And so, weigh your options. Don't just go into it. Weigh your options. Think about the business side. How am I gonna get this truck running? Who is gonna be working for me? Where am I gonna get these loads at? Don't just listen to like what people is saying. Anywho, my name is Elena Kingathi, and I have been in trucking since 2008. I absolutely love the industry. Right now, I don't have any trucks on the road. I do training, freight broker training, consultation. We help people get their trucking companies set up, all that good stuff. My telephone number, 816-277-1533. Email is operations@ekmempire.com. Operations@ekmempire.com. Our website is www.ekmempire.com, because I'm building an empire, baby. Empire. Anyway, so if you guys have any questions or anything, let me know. Like I said, share this video, because it's a lot of people going out there trying to figure out, what they want to do, what they move is in trucking and stuff, because I'm getting a lot of phone calls. That's why I made the video. It'll just be easy. Just, hey, look at this little video right there. And if you got any questions afterwards, let me know. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful, fantastic, beautiful October 31st, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye. Thank you, Code Red, for all these years, honey. I don't care when I come on. You coming on. Thank you. Bye. I'm trying to figure out how to turn this little thing off. I don't know how to turn it off, y'all. I don't know how to turn it off. Lord, help me, Jesus.